Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Phantom Knights Time Thief deck profile. Now this deck is actually really interesting because it is such a cheap deck. Literally just about everything in the deck is a common card, or can be picked up in a common variety, or a common form. This deck is actually really awesome, and it's really surprising how this world premiere TCG exclusive archetype has just taken over by storm, and I actually see it being meta. Because this is only the first wave of support that we've actually gotten for this particular archetype. Now, it is essentially Doctor Who the deck, but if you mix it with Phantom Knights, it becomes, for you guys who are Persona fans, like my friend Richard, quick shout out to him, it becomes Phantom Thieves, which is actually the name of some characters in Persona 5. So, quick shout out to him. It's his favorite game. Just want to give a quick shout out to Richard, and let's get straight on this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell down there so you can become part of the notification squad, and let's get straight into this. Now, this is a super new deck, so it is a debut deck profile on my channel. So be sure to give me a like and tell me what you think of this deck down in the comments down below. And I have some really spicy text in here as well. So first off, you're going to be playing 3 copies of Time Thief Winder. Winder's effect is that you can detach a material from an XYZ monster you control to special summon this card from your hand. And if this is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Time Thief card from your deck to your hand except another copy of himself. Now that's really insane that you can actually add it even off the special summon. So you can special summon him off of Regulator and just go from there and get some plays and get some ads off of that. I really can't wait for them to give us another card that can special summon, because this deck is going to get really broke really fast. I anticipate this deck to end up being the next Spirals. So, except it may be common. So the next one we're going to play 3 of is Time Thief Regulator. If you control no monsters, you contribute this card to special summon 2 Time Thief monsters with different names from your deck. And then if Time Thief in defense position, accept another copy itself. And when an XYZ monster you control is destroyed by battle, one of those cards in your graveyard, you can special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it just keeps giving you more and more materials to make XYZs with it. It's just a really awesome card to have at 3. I would probably never play it any less than 3. And it's really cool because it's a little doggy phone. So the next one we play 3 copies of is Time Thief Bezel Ship. Some people only play 2 that I've seen. I've kind of been studying this deck quite a lot, but I keep playtesting it, and I always want 3 because of the effect of Regulator. I want to have at least a copy of this and a copy of this left in my deck after I burn through a bunch of resources. So that's why I went ahead and played 3 copies of it, but it doesn't have a great effect compared to the other ones. It has a quick effect that you contribute it, and then target a Time Thief XYZ monster you control and attach a card from your opponent's graveyard to it as a material. So pretty much gives your redoer any ability that you want it to have, which is really good. And then, also on top of that, if this card is in the graveyard, you can detach a material from an XYZ monster you control to special summon it. So it gets itself back, but you can only use each effect of it once per turn, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of okay at the same time. It's not that big of a deal to be able to use 1 ability at a time. So the next card we're going to play is our Phantom Knight engine. And that is going to be 1 copy of the Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves. The reason you play it at 1 is because you really only need 1. It doesn't special summon itself, and you want to limit your normal summons. So you just play 1. 2 copies of the Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. This card literally searches anything, and plus it can boost our monsters up by 800 attack just by changing it to defense position, which is pretty cool. If it's an attack position, you can target a dark monster on the field, change it to defense, and if you do, that dark monster gains 800 attack. A lot of times, I'll end up normal summoning this, changing it to defense, giving my monsters an 800 boost, and then special summoning the silent boots, or silent booties as I call them, and then giving myself the extra boost of attack points, because it can make Winder go up to 3,200. Then we play 3 copies of the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. Silent Boots is here because it special summons itself if you control another Phantom Knight monster, and also you can banish it to add a Phantom Knight spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which is really good. Then we play 1 copy of Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight's just here to send the particular card that we need to the graveyard at the same time. That's why I just play 1 copy of it. Then I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now, before you guys say it, this card is actually going to become reprinted in the next Soul Burner structure deck that's coming out, I think, either this month or the beginning of next month. Or maybe out by the time I drop this video. So it is going to have a common reprint, and it's going to be extremely cheap to pick up. So this deck, you could probably pick this entire deck up for less than $40, for the main deck at least. I can almost guarantee you it'll be less than $40, if not $30, to build this and what's it called? The Salamangreat deck on top of that. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. Pretty self-explanatory with a bunch of the monsters. Like I said, this deck just spams rank 4s, and it can even get out Azathoth, which is just amazing. Being able to turn off specials, or turn off effects on your opponent's turn is just crazy good. So then we play one copy of Monster Reborn just to get back the particular monster we need, just so we can continue our plays. It's a good play extender, and that's why I played as one of. One Rhoda to search the particular. Usually I search Armageddon Knight if I haven't already gotten it, or I get out a particular piece of my Phantom Knight engine directly, because all of your Time Thieves, like Redoer, he's a psychic monster. Your Regulator is a machine, and so is Bezel Ship. They're all machines and psychics, so you can't really search them with Rhoda, but it's still, you know, a play there. One Foolish Burial, because your Phantom Knights benefit off of being in the grave. One Upstart. You could put anything you wanted in this position. I just kind of threw in an Upstart because I wanted to play a 39 card deck. 2 copies of the Phantom Knights of Rank Up Launch. I play this to go into Azathoth and Dark Requiem Dragon, because Dark Requiem Dragon is a boss. My personal spicy tech is 2 copies of Mass Change 2. Because if you can make Bardance on the field, if you can make, let's see, what's his name? Let's see, there he is. If you can make Bardance on the field, and then have that set, and make Darklaw under it, and then have, like, the Phantom Knight monsters on your side of the field, and then play like Azathoth on top of that, like have this and this set going into your opponent's turn, and have like a XYZ and a free like Winder on the field, you can essentially make this and Darklaw at the same time, turn off special summoning, and turn off like adding stuff to be able to banish stuff out of their hand, and it gets really crazy really fast, because then your opponent can't do a lot of plays, and they end up just rage quitting because they can't do anything. Which, I kind of hate that about Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, because, you know, we're getting into like a stun format, and that's fun, but I like OTK formats. But this is still a really awesome deck to play as a spam deck, where you just spam a bunch of cards, a bunch of monsters on the field. So then we play 3 Allures, because everything's dark. 2 Time Thief Hacks. Time Thief Hack protects your XYZ monsters, and it can make them go up by 300 for each material on them, which is really good, and I think it's a good 2 of. And then I play 3 Call by the Grave for the last spell card, just to kind of protect us from being, you know, hand-trapped and stuff. And that's it for the spells, guys. For the traps, we do play a few traps in this deck. And I play 1 copy of the Phantom Knights of Shade. You need 1 copy of Shade in the deck, because you can special summon it really easily, and it's searchable by Bardance, and searchable by, what's his name? It's searchable by Boots as well. I play 1 copy of Time Thief Flyback. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, that you can't activate your Shade if you have a trap in the grave, and that's okay, because this actually removes itself from the grave, because it says, you can target 1 1 Time Thief XYZ monster you control, and attach a Time Thief card from your hand or deck as material to it. Or you can banish this card from your grave, then target a Time Thief XYZ monster you control, and attach 1 card from your opponent's grave as a material. So it kind of gives you the material that you need, and it gets itself out of the grave. So I just played it as a 1 of. So it's not that big of a deal to banish it out of the graveyard. And then for my last 3 that I play is 3 copies of the Phantom Knights of Fogblade. I know some people have been playing 2. I think 3 is the optimal number, because it's such a good stun card that it just stops your opponents right in their tracks, but from activating monster effects, and we really need that in this format to stop our opponent from doing certain things. So that's why I play 3 copies of Fogblade. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck really quick. Now, this deck is super fun, I have to say. Like, it spams the field with Redoers and, you know, makes Azathoth and Requiem Dragon and stuff like that. It's just a really good deck. Just a really good toolbox deck that you can throw a lot of different things in. So I played 2 copies of Time Thief Redoer. You could play 3. I think 2 is good. I think 3 is overkill. But what it does is during your standby phase, you can attach the top card of your opponent's deck to it as material, and then you can detach 3 different types of materials, and then it gains the following effects depending on which type you detached. If you detach a monster, you get to banish this card until the end phase, which is really good because it gets the materials off of it, so Phantom Knights of Launch becomes live on it. And then a spell card is you draw a card, and then a trap is you place 1 card your opponent controls on top of their deck. So that's why I thought it was so important to play 1 copy of Flyback, to be able to just grab out of the grave or grab somewhere that I can just attach it to him with different effects. Then I play 1 copy of Dark Rebellion because it is Yugioh's, boss monster, and I figured I would play it because I'm playing Requiem Dragon and it gets the effect with Requiem Dragon. Exciton Knight, because Exciton Knight just blows board and it just saves me all the time. Double Breaksword. Breaksword is here because you play Phantom Knight Engine and you need Breaksword. 1 Dark Rebellion or Dark Requiem because it can end duels single-handedly, and that's why I play 1 copy of it. It's just such a good card. Like, being able to detach material from it and then target a face-on monster your opponent controls and reduces its attack to 0, and if you do, this card gains its original attack, just can OTK your opponent so easily. And it's just such a good card to be able to rank up into. And then Azathoth as well. Outer Entity Azathoth is just so easy to make this and be able to just skill drain for the turn, which is just really awesome. And it cannot be used as a material. Let's see, where is it? If this card has at least 3 materials, you can detach from, let's see, where is it? Cannot be used as material for exit. After this card is actually summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards of monster effects for the rest of the turn. So that means anywhere. They can't activate monster effects anywhere, like on the field, like in the grave, anywhere. And it's just really broke to be able to play this. 1 copy of Darklaw because like I said earlier, it's just really good to be able to summon Darklaw. And plus this Richard's signature card, and I wanted to work it into this deck, being able to play Time Thieves. 1 Boral Sword. You don't have to play Boral Sword if you don't have it. And Boral Load. I played these because I made a proxy of this one and I have a video up there if you guys can't afford to buy a Boral Sword or anything like that. I have a proxy video of that because it's going to get reprinted in the Mega 10. So don't really sweat it right now. 1 Summon Sorceress. I highly anticipate that this is going to get banned, but it's still a good card to play in here because you can make this and then target like a Phantom Knight and special summon a different Phantom Knight and overlay. 1 copy of Unicorn. Unicorn just bounces stuff. Bardance searches just about everything. And our Wee Witch just gives us dark boosts, which is really good. It makes Winter come out at 2900, which is really good. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I really enjoyed taking this one. It's a really interesting deck, and it's not too often that I build a deck like right out of the gate as soon as it comes out. I really am proud that I got to be able to do this. This deck is like super new and it's super fun, and this is just my take on it. And not a lot of Yu-Gi tubers have actually made, this deck, and so I hope you guys are seeing mine first. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you are a new viewer, don't forget to hit that bell too so you can become part of the notification squad. And if you are a part of the notification squad, be sure to comment down below and tell me that you are so I can give you a big heart. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.